Field fabricated pipe seal. This detail requires the use of VersaWeld non-reinforced flashing. The field fabricated pipe seal should be installed when pre-molded pipe seals cannot be used. Step 1. To determine the size of the base flange, measure 4 inches from the pipe in all directions. Then measure the total distance between the marks. In this illustration, 15 inches. For this pipe, cut a piece of VersaWeld flashing approximately 15 inches by 15 inches. Fold it in half twice and cut off the folded corner to determine the center of the flashing. Unfold it one time and position the flashing in the center of the pipe. Draw 2 lines to determine the outside diameter of the pipe. Step 2. Fold the base flange in the opposite direction and repeat the same procedure. Lay the flashing flat on the deck and connect the lines to determine the exact size of the pipe. Draw a circle 1/2 inch smaller than the box. This will allow the VersaWeld flashing to extend 1/2 inch up the pipe. Cut out the circle while avoiding any jagged edges. Round the corners of the flashing. Step 3. Apply heat and pre-stretch the base flange to make the installation easier. Pre-stretching will allow the base flange to turn up the pipe the required 1/2 inches. Step 4. The VersaWeld flashing will only be cut if the base flange cannot be pulled over the pipe. Step 5. Place the flange into position extending at least 1/2 inches up onto the pipe. Holding the flange with the roller, heat weld the first 1 to 2 inches of the flange to the deck. Pull the flange around the pipe to achieve a 1-inch splice onto itself. Weld the splice area. Step 6. Carefully weld the remaining flange to the deck, achieving a 1 1/2 inch minimum splice. Step 7. To complete the vertical wrap for this penetration, cut a piece of VersaWeld flashing 24 inches long by the desired height. Fold up and crease approximately 1 inch of the flashing. Apply heat and pre-stretch this area to make the installation of the vertical wrap easier. Step 8. Place the vertical wrap into position. Hold the 1-inch fold with the roller and heat weld the first 1 to 2 inches of the vertical wrap to the deck. Apply heat to the flashing and weld the 1-inch flange to the deck. Complete the vertical splice to achieve a minimum 1/2 inch splice. Step 9. Preheat the top of the vertical wrap and install a continuous bead of water cut-off mastic between the flashing and the pipe. Install a stainless steel clamping ring to provide constant compression on the water cut-off mastic. Step 10. Probe the edges for any voids or cold spots using a seam probe and make any necessary repairs.